Good morning, everybody. Finally, we make our intertubes work. What a doozy of a Mercury retrograde!
So far.
You would not believe it. So apologies to our Academy members who are joining us for the absolute debacle on Sunday night. There was no way we could go live. We valiantly tried, but it became readily apparent that it was, stutter, stop, and that is not conducive for a magical circle. So we decided we'd put it in the can.
Excuse me.
And of course, it took till nearly midnight to get it uploaded.
The internet kept going up.
So
down,
I apologise
up,
profusely.
down.
We had a tech out on, I think he came yesterday, didn't he? And poked around and prodded some things out. So we're working. We have actually got some intertubes up and running now. So hopefully this will be an uninterrupted broadcast. Apart from me, I will interrupt. I always interrupt. So welcome everybody. We'll go back and say welcome to everybody. Just if you're joining us now, thank you so much for taking the time to join us and to shamelessly rip off Ari Melba. We know you could be anywhere in the world. We thank you for being with us. Thank you. Seriously. So it's really important that you guys help us grow. We depend upon you to do that. And I'm going to be absolutely shameless and ask for your kind assistance in helping grow our channel. Okay.
Comment, and subscribe.
Exactly. What the boss says. Those are 3 things you can do straight away. So if you haven't already hit the like button for this particular show, please do so. Secondly, you'll see a little heart button down at the bottom of the chat. Spam the chuff out of it. Thirdly, chat away like mad. Even if you're chatting amongst yourselves, there are certain things, key metrics, that really, really, really help. Okay, and one of them is chat rate. And the other one, you'll notice we always put up a goal for a super chat. Now, I know a couple of you got there before me this morning because I've been dealing with catch up, trying to get all sorts of things there. So thank you in advance for the 2 folks who already got super chats in before I even posted the goal. Unfortunately, YouTube don't count that as regards actually hitting our algorithm sort of goals. So, but you guys have started us already, and we're already up to 6 out of 15. So thank you. If we can mash that goal, if we can actually break the 15, that makes a big difference as well. So the amount is irrelevant, all right? The amount is irrelevant. We're not after tons of your money. Please understand what we're trying to do is
Let's
actually
reach more people.
Is get us out of this morass of obscurity and into, I think we're starting to get a bit of traction. We're starting to see people from new people from wide and interesting places, folks from New Zealand and Australia, and hopefully they'll come. I know we were a little short last week on our time because we had an appointment we had to get to, but we're going to be far more laid back today. So I've done my bit to death. So do those things for me, would you please? Would you please like the actual video if you haven't done that? That's going to be below the main description or just above the main description. If you can, share it on your social media. Give people a little heads up. Oh, check this out. It's kind of cool. That really helps, okay? Because like everything else, that's tracked as well. And the more people share it, that shows more viewer engagement. And viewer engagement, they send us more viewers. That's the idea, isn't it? It's one of those kind of things. So we're trying to get those viewers. So even if you're not a channel member, if you can't afford to become a channel member, that's cool. We're grateful that you're here.
You can comment.
You can do all this for free. You can do this for free. If you can afford to throw us a super chat, the amount doesn't matter. But if we can decimate that goal that we put up, and at the moment we're putting up a fairly modest goal, if we can decimate that goal, that really helps us. And if you're not a channel member and you're throwing us a super chat, we'll do your reading anyway. We absolutely will. So we'll get that going. And please do chat away and spam that heart button like mad. Absolutely spam it. That will help. Listen, I'm going to shut up now and let Lisa talk about all the fun stuff.
Well, no, I think you should continue talking and go and say hello to everybody.
Oh, should I? Right, okay.
Even though you've spewed for 5 minutes.
Well, it wasn't exactly 5 minutes. It's not 5 minutes yet. It's only coming up to 4. So stop your hush your thing. So hello Yoff, hello Gilda, hello Wendy, hello Lizette, hello Peggy, sorry, misspoke. Anna Marie, thank you for the super chat. That's awesome, but you beat me to it. You got there beforehand.
But we still counted.
We'll count that.
We're going to give you a reading.
We're going to give you a reading, yeah. Unfortunately, the tube of you don't quite do that, but for reasons I explained earlier. Hello, Laura of the North. Apparently we're her fairy witch parents. We're not fairy witches, we're just witches. And the Fae are interesting, let me tell you. Okay, so hello Lizette, and she would like a card for Ray, and Lizette beat us as well, but thank you for the super chat, that's perfect. Hello Logan, channel member. Hello Cassie, not a channel member, but hello Cassie anyway. Hello Susan, how you doing?
This is what happens when he's caffeinated.
I've got my caffeine right here. I'm full of beans today. I've got so much to do, and you know what? I don't know what it is, but I went out to make sure our clocks were all out this morning, and it feels like spring is coming.
Well, it is spring.
It feels like it.
And people, was spring for us.
Yeah, no, it really feels like, I think, it was really messy and horrible yesterday with all the ice and the snow. And for those of you that took advantage of the snow day special, well done. For those that you didn't, sorry.
Well, people couldn't because the internet was down.
That's the point. That's the point.
Continue to welcome people, please.
All right. Hello, Jess. Welcome. Hello, Yoff, and thank you for the super chat. That's awesome. We appreciate that very much. Hello, Jen. Good morning to you. Hello, Savannah. Good morning to you. Oh, Jen, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, lots of people doing magical numbers of 3:33, which is the time of the exact full moon with the eclipse as well, in Pacific time.
You couldn't see it, though.
No, I got up to watch it, and it was cloudy. Coming on to snow. Hello, Meredith, and thank you for the super chat. Hello, Laurie Hefferman. If I'm mispronouncing your name, forgive me.
Another Laurie.
Another Laurie. That's all we need. Another Laurie. No, I'd love it if everybody's called Laurie. It makes remembering names much easier. So yeah, Jesus. Hello. That's all. And
thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, Meredith. And Jess is, I assume that's for Bon.
Bob.
I'm going to say that must be Whispering
She
Bob.
fixed it later.
Oh, okay.
I love how Siri corrects us all.
And Carol's here. Good morning, Carol, one of my favourite Virgos. And Laurie has sent us a super chat, so you're going to get a card. Thank you so very, very much for that. And Donna has sent us a super chat. You're a channel member, but thank you for the super chat anyway, Donna. That's awesome. Although you're not signed as a channel member, but we know you are. We know you are. Like the Fairy Odd Parents carbon cartoon. No, I have no idea. I did see that one went right over my head. Hello, Anna. Oh, and Anna, thank you so much for the lovely super chat. That
Holy
is
mackerel.
beautiful
Thank
of you. You are just beyond awesome. We appreciate that greatly. Susan has sent us a super chat, and Savannah sent us a super chat asking for a card for Kelly. I think I'm all caught up. Am I caught up?
I think so.
Thank you, everybody. Right. Keep them coming. We're at 9 out of 15 already.
It's never been about the money for us.
No, it's not about
And it's still not about the money. But we do really, really appreciate you helping us find the people who are looking for us, right?
The world needs community right now.
Yes. Okay. So I doubt he's going to let me finish a sentence today, but it's
sorry.
going to be okay.
I'm sorry. Look, shut up. I'll drink my coffee.
Yeah, right.
I will.
I believe you.
I will. I'm gonna.
So the Academy of the Occult is such a really good place for people that don't have an in-person community, but it's also wonderful for people who are part of our in-person community. And I thank you for the feedback there. Someone had been listening to one of the meditations, the As Above, So Below meditation, and said, this is just what I'm looking for. There are several different meditations there, and it's just important right now because so much is going to happen these next 6 months that are really going to try to unground people and frustrate people and I guess capture people, So we really need a place to come where we know these are facts, these are real people, this community will listen and support me, right? So that's why we're asking to do all these things that make YouTube spread us to a larger circle so that we can find the people who are looking for us. And we've started to build this Academy of the Occult and the Academy on our YouTube station. We have rituals for new moons, full moons, and Sabbats, and we have some sort of workshop or teaching. And then, of course, you can get your tarot scopes. And these are all things that kind of help ground you in the craft or connect you to nature. And at the least, make you know you are not crazy. These things are happening and you're feeling them, right?
Well, you may be crazy. I mean, because I know I am. But,
well, I know that this full moon with the eclipse, well, the whole series from the end of February and the 0 degrees Aries conjunction and then the next eclipse, we've all been having trouble sleeping or having the wackiest dreams or having waves of anxiety, even if we've never had a susceptibility to anxiety.
The night of the eclipse, I could not sleep.
We've all had to stop and take a deep breath and focus and kind of let go of stuff. And this is, this is serious. We agreed to be here now, and I'm not trying to be woo-woo, but, of all the times we could be here on the planet, this is a pretty interesting one. There have been others, I agree.
May you live in interesting times as a curse,
And who knows if we were here then or not, but we know that we're here now, or at least we assume this is real.
Oh, no. No.
But there are some really intense things going on. And by helping us get the word out, you are helping other people who are of like mind find that place of safety and community. And that's what it's really about.
You are making a major difference. You really are. And that's the thing. We can only affect change within our own sort of immediacy, if you will, within ourselves or that which we have influence upon. But if we all do little things, it has a major effect. And we are super, 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 super grateful. Hey, Goldilocks, we were just speaking about you because you're all the way in Australia. I think Perth, I think you said, if I'm not mistaken. Hello, Goldilocks, welcome back. That's awesome. Just by doing these little things, you become a palpable force for good. Because we were, it's interesting, we were having one of these, weird bunny chats that we have at God knows what time. It's probably the morning of the eclipse because has it started yet?
I just couldn't sleep.
I couldn't sleep either. And of course, I got up to go see and just go, and it clouded over and it was just whatever, but we felt it. Oh my God, we felt it. But we were talking about it's almost like the negative energy seems to feed off itself and has become a kind of magic. You know what I mean?
The negative energy.
And the powers that want to divide and conquer
or suck the lifeblood from you.
Almost like a succubus.
Yes,
to
absolutely like a succubus.
To manifest this negative energy within people, because you notice how easy it's a ton easier to manifest negative energy, to let your crap go, to get annoyed, to throw your toys out the pram, whatever. It's so much easier to do that. It's so much easier. And wherever we look on our social media feeds or on the news or whatever, understand you're dealing with a purposeful narrative to make to disenfranchised, disempowered, frightened, angry,
to keep you down.
This manifestation of negative energy is what the evil forces, and I'm sounding woo-woo now, all right? I'm an engineer, okay, but I'm sounding woo-woo. But this is what the evil forces thrive upon. They require this. This is their lifeblood. This is their energy. And we must be careful not to subscribe to that. We become a force for good. We become the light,
Oh, you have to raise your vibration. I have that
What's
written
her name?
on.
Gorman? Amanda Gorman, was it?
Amanda Gorman, yeah. You quoted her last time, too.
Yeah, beautiful saying. Be the light. Be the light.
I have that written on my paper to talk about, but...
Hey, Taylor, how you doing?
I put you on the list.
Awesome. Sleep, yeah. Everybody's talking about sleep. Yeah, I it's interesting. You guys let us know how you fared the other morning, yesterday morning, wouldn't it have been? Because the eclipse was 3:33, which was weird on the 3rd of the 3rd, you know. Interesting times, eh? Let us know in the chat how you fared. Pray continue.
Would you like some astrology today?
Oh, I'd love some astrology. It's only the depth that varies. Trust me, folks. Right. I'm always in it.
So if we think back, we know that this Mercury and Venus never go more than 2 signs away from the sun, right? So whatever sign you're born in, those 2 signs will either be 2 signs before the sign of the sun that your sun sign is, or 2 signs after. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Goldilocks, for the super chat, or super sticker, or whatever it was you sent. I don't know. I think it's a sticker because it's got a sticker on. But thank you.
So there's been what I call them the Rat Pack. You know, you remember like Dean Martin and Liza Minnelli and Sammy Davis Jr. and
I've heard of them.
And Frank Sinatra. They're like the little Rat Pack.
And then they had the Brat Pack, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
So I call the Sun and Mercury and Venus the Rat Pack. What's this? Yes, my sleep has been poor.
Oh, hey, Kimberly. How you doing? Welcome. All right.
I think it's a hippo. Yes, it does look like a hippo.
You must have taken the Hippocratic Oath. Ha ha.
You never know. All right. So this pack of all the inner planets have been moving along as a pack, right? Remember around Alban Arthur, Yule, they were all in Capricorn, moving into Aquarius. Then in January, they were in Aquarius, moving towards Pisces. In February, they're all in Pisces, and soon they're going to be moving into Aries. So what's interesting is right now we have Mars, the North Node, the Sun, Mercury in retrograde, and Venus all in Pisces. So that Rat Pack was opposing the full moon, right? Because the moon is always in the opposite sign. So you had this energy of Virgo saying, facts, we must detail the facts. You've got to see all the facts.
Remember the facts, kiddo.
And Pisces saying, should I believe those facts? I stand strong in my beliefs. I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate these new facts.
We have alternative
I
facts.
have to assimilate these facts somehow, and I don't want to lose my shit when I hear all these facts that kind of rock my belief system. Pisces is about, you know, strong convictions and beliefs and deep thoughts. And, you know, I've never met a superficial Pisces in my life. So, not to say that Virgo's superficial, I do not mean that at all, but Virgo's bringing up these facts, and Pisces going, those facts don't align with my belief system, so I'm not sure what to do about that. So that has been going on the last couple of days. This has been set into motion. And I wrote here, what facts can you use to raise your vibration, right? So like, how can you say, F the tormentors? That might be a fact, but I don't have to subscribe to that. Yes, I have to believe that if it's a fact, I have to believe it. And if it's a fact, I have to then understand it. But I have to now get to the source and understand how it really affects me, or better yet, how can I affect it?
Aha!
Okay, so yesterday I built we have like a little hutch kind of back bar behind our dining room table, and I built a huge crystal mandala there with rose quartz and clear quartz and sodalite and green garnet and little heart shapes and pyramids and made this huge grid of crystals that I am going to stand in front of anytime I think about needing to raise my vibration. right? So you may have a particular crystal or whatever it is that you use, aromatherapy, self-Reiki, whatever. Raise your vibration whenever you feel these waves of anxiety, because let me tell you, between now and July, it's only going to get more and more and more intense.
Sorry.
And happen quicker and quicker and quicker, right? Pisces, the last water sign. Aries, the first fire sign, right? Pisces ruled by Neptune, the deep, indelible creator, the dreamer. Aries ruled by Mars, action, aggression. They couldn't be more different. So let's see what people are saying.
Lots of people saying lots of things. Oh, hey, Sean. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Carol's saying hey to Sean as well. Our headlights just gone out, but there you go. That's good. You
a crystal mandala, yeah.
Yeah,
I might take a picture of it.
I was thinking
I could take a picture of it and post it for you guys.
If you want, I could actually. If we switch the camera over, I'll just go and do a.
And
quick,
I'll continue.
You keep talking, and I'll.
You should. Interrupt me then if I'm talking while he's not in the room.
Listen, I'm just going to put my camera on, and we'll see. I'm going to put this on, so let's see if I can get this working. We've got audio on it, so you should have your audio too. We're going to take a little walk.
All right. So this is a
when
charged
I'm there,
up...
just click on that. No, I'll do it now then, if you want me to.
Okay, you do it now. That's fine.
All right. I'm going for a walk. I'm going to show, because it's really beautiful. You have to see this one. You can go for a walk, and if I fall over and land it on my face, you can giggle at me, all right? So,
all right, don't spill your coffee.
I'm not going to spill my coffee. All right, so we're there. We're going for a little walk. Look, this is our studio. Look, you can see the other side of it.
Oh, God, ow.
Ow. All right. Listen, we do this. I have no idea what I'm looking at because I can't see on the camera, so you'll just have to tell me if I've got this right. Here we go. And here, as if by magic, is our crystal mandala. I say our crystal. She put it together yesterday. Oh, I can feel it. I'm going to come and hang by this later. Is that beautiful? I hope you can see this well, and that my camera is not being obscured by my phone case. Anyway, let's head back real quick. We're in the thrux of moving everything around, and we'll burst back into the studio. So
that was delightful.
Did you see that? Did you?
I think I'm not going to allow you any caffeine anymore.
Oh, shut up. Tell me what you think in the chat, people. Was that good or was that just horrible? Oh, lots of people thought that was good. Not. We shall see.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my goodness gracious me. We'd love to see it. Well, you saw it. I didn't fall over. You're all right. I couldn't see a damn thing.
All right. Anyway, so doing something like that for yourself, I'm sure we all could collect all kinds of crystals around our house. We have tons of rocks, all of us. But that was just one way of, like, for me, trying to get centered again and trying to raise my vibration. And to me, love is the highest vibration. So I go there and I just ask for this energy to help me raise my vibration. Thanks for the tour. Yeah, this is what you gave them.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can't see anything.
Get car sick.
Well, yeah, no, they've moved on from there. They can't see what you're looking at. This is going to make any sense at all.
All right, anyway, so something like that you could do for yourself, yeah.
Well, that's not too terrible. I should have gone down a bit more, but you can see it.
Yeah, there's garnets and chevron amethyst and sodalite, whatever. Okay. So again, now back to this astrology, because this is serious stuff. So Saturn was in Pisces for about 2.5, 3 years. Neptune was in Pisces for 14 years, and that's its home. And now we know they both shifted into Aries, and we remember that a few days after that February eclipse on the 20th of February, they came to their perfection at 0 degrees Aries.
She's fascinated what's going on there. See, we're watching our own program. We shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be talking. I'm sorry. I know it was a bit car sick, but it was okay.
I brought that love crystal grid. Yes. We had one, and we're going to be doing more crystal grids. Danny's going to do one a month, but we've got snowed out twice now, just so you know.
It's going to stop snowing eventually. It really is.
Eva.
Thank you so much for the super chat. We got 5 more to go, folks. If you can find it in your heart, I would actually more than 5. Okay. Let's break the goal totally.
All right. So we know they moved into Aries, and we know that they're slow moving and more indelible, right? Because Saturn was in the last sign about 3 years and Neptune 14 years. So what happens to this rat pack as they all shift out of Pisces and move into Aries? They all have to get past Saturn and Neptune, right? These are inner planets, personal planets. They move a lot faster, right? And they all have to move past Saturn and Neptune. So, I know this sounds like a broken record, but Saturn is reality and Neptune is dream. So how are we going to make our dreams a reality? And then we talked about understanding that Saturn is like a false boundary, right? We said that when we look out with the naked eye, we couldn't see past Saturn, so Saturn became the boundary, right? And, it said everything that's inside here is real, it's part of our universe, this is all we've got, there's nothing out there, until we found that there were things out there. And remember me quoting Bob Hand saying that, we're going to find out that Saturn was the illusion all along, and that, of course, Neptune is what's real. So we are going to all face our exalted prisoner. We're all going to face the boundaries and limitations that we put upon ourselves. This is going to happen within our family, community, country, globally, right? The boundaries are going to shift, and we want them to shift in a positive way. So we have this Saturn restriction and karmic kind of lesson energy, but the exalted prisoner is the boundary or restrictions part of Saturn that we place upon ourselves. I couldn't possibly do that. I'm not smart enough. I couldn't possibly figure that out. I don't have the resources.
Yeah, we manufacture our own restraints, don't we? We do. It's the we tell ourselves what we cannot do.
All right. So all of these inner planets, all of these planets that help us figure things out, they all have to cross the threshold. They all have to get past the exalted prisoner. And we all have to break through the boundary, absolutely. We all have to figure out what's real. Everybody's talking about spring. Yep, maple sap and birds. Yoff and I were outside trying to dig the greenhouse out because I need my seed trays.
You did dig what's left of it?
Oh, I hear the birds. I hear the birds of spring. But man, it's really anyway.
Winter don't want to quit, but keep going.
So Venus is going to be the first thing to cross this threshold. Because Venus is right now exalted in Pisces, and it is going to reach its perfected exaltation at 28 degrees. So it's almost out of Pisces going into Aries. But so Venus says, what do I value? What would I question about my value system? Am I living up to my integrity? Am I recognizing what's beautiful? Am I working to raise my vibration, Venus, the goddess of love? So that's the first thing that's going to pass over Hey, Samaj.
Samaj, how are you?
That's the first thing that's going to pass over that Saturn-Neptune question, right? So Saturn says, what is real now, right? Saturn doesn't necessarily say this is real. Saturn combined with Neptune is saying, what is real? And Neptune is saying, what is the illusion, right? So they've kind of changed their Saturn saying everything is real, Neptune saying nothing is real. Two planets acting as one when they're conjunct. Their motto together is, what is real? What is not real?
What do you think is real?
Right?
What have you charted?
So now this little rat pack of inner planets that are all going to cross over into Aries. So the Sun, we know, is on the 20th, is going to move into Aries. And the Sun is about the self, right? So what is real for me? What is my reality? What do I accept as my reality, right?
Welcome to Mercury retrograde.
Woo, it's a doozy.
It is a doozy, I have to tell you, Lisette. It's just whatever.
It's so intense. Okay.
It's one of the worst ones I've seen, believe me. It's just, yeah.
All right. So we know Mercury is retrograding right now, and I'll talk a little more about that in a minute. But that's going to eventually move into Aries and cross that threshold of 1, 2, 3 degrees of that Saturn-Neptune conjunction. And that's going to ask us to discern things that are mercurial, right? So we all know we talked about communication, and in the academy we talked about a lot of other words that are calm. Commerce, commute, comport, right? We talked about all those
complicate.
Right? So when Mercury crosses that threshold of those two indelible planets that are saying what is real,
please excuse
what's in your reality, what is not real that you've been telling yourself is real, and what can you make real by manifesting on a higher vibration. So Mercury will do that. Then Mars will move into Aries. It'll be a lot happier because Mars is in Pisces right now. But
it's
but this
home,
is
not Pisces, Aries.
Aries. Yeah. Mars in Pisces says, come on, what can you create here? What can you act on that's really important to you? What do you believe, and how are you going to move those beliefs forward?
Mars will push you forwards.
But it's going to go into Aries as well. So crossing that exalted prisoner, what is real and what's not, the Sun, the self, Mercury, all those calm words, Mars, what will you take action on? And you're right, when Mars moves into Aries, things are going to start really moving. And Venus, what do you value? All of these things may be questioned over these next few weeks as they all move in. Yes, re-examine, find out what serves you. Yeah, absolutely.
Anything with a Samaj, redo, revisit, rethink, recalculate, replan, renew.
So this is a brutal bottom line for yourself. A brutal bottom line, right? Saturn and Neptune are a formidable pair. And in order to move through that doorway, we've talked about that, now you got to go past Saturn and Neptune, right?
I'm just going to refresh the screen because we're so far behind. I want to make sure we're up to date. You keep going though, sweetie,
okay,
please.
This makes me nervous.
No, I'm not going to break anything. I'm just literally going to... There you go.
Okay.
Don't keep going.
Right.
Ignore that. This is nothing to see here.
Right.
Nothing to see here. Our encoder is connected. It says so there. It's perfect. You just have to wait for that to catch up.
Okay, well, hopefully that didn't disrupt you guys too much.
It wouldn't have disrupted anybody. It's just us.
So then I just want to talk... Oh, there's Whispering Bob.
Oh, Whispering Bob. Hello, Whispering Bob.
Hello, lads and lasses. Hello, hello, hello. Okay.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right. So, as astrologer, when we look at where the planets are and what they're doing and how they're moving, I usually have 1 or 2 things to report on. But lately it's been, 52 things happening. And I'm only going to touch upon some of the more important things that are happening just this week, right? I can't go drill down into all of the aspects. We'd be here a year.
Till Tuesday?
Right. Okay. So on March 5th, we have the sun in Pisces.
It's only tomorrow.
Yes, I'm doing this week.
Oh, right. I'll shut up then.
We have the sun in Pisces. You're not sorry. I'm going to write this out and make you read it, and we'll see how it goes.
I'll just shrink down here. Nothing to see here. Going away now. Hiding. Sorry.
All right. We have the sun in Pisces trining Jupiter in Cancer. So this is a really good opportunity to expand the self. That's a happy aspect. However, we must be careful with everything so intense that we don't overindulge the self, right? All right. I'll stay for the long program. Yeah, it's going to be a while.
You probably want to bring some popcorn.
Then we have Venus tomorrow at that 28th degree, which is the, like the height of the exaltation of Venus in Pisces. And it's going to sextile Uranus.
Is that good?
Sextile is like a trine.
It's not bad then.
But you have to look at what is sending the energy, right? So here's Uranus that says, here's this encoded energy, here's this innovation, here's this...
That's Uranus. It's going to write
this
it in
disruption,
code.
here's, so Venus again is going to say, okay, what do I really, really value? And I need to figure all this out before I cross that threshold. So tomorrow's going to be intense that way.
It's all done in the best
And then
possible taste.
we still have to understand, and I'm going to talk more about this in a bit, that Mars is squaring Uranus, and that Uranus is still close enough, 2 degrees away, to be considered conjunct Al-Ghul. And we all know that's been a ride, right?
Yeah, heads will roll.
Your handle on the astrological always intrigues me. You have such a brilliant handle on the insights and convey information in such a clear and cognate way.
Well, thank you so much. The check's in the post.
He survived my astrology class, that's all I'm saying. All right. Then on the 6th, Venus moves into Aries and hits that threshold. And on the 6th is when... the shit is going to get real.
That's a technical
right?
term. Yeah, perfectly valid astrological term, yeah.
Stuff gets real, and there's no longer this dreamy way of ignoring it.
Can't sugarcoat it either.
Well, no, I'm not being mean to Pisces, but sometimes they can use their creativity and their beliefs to kind of like rise above what's real and live in that dream time.
In that sort of bubble.
But now Neptune has moved on into Aries, where things are getting active. And on the 6th, Venus is going to conjunct Saturn and Neptune, and stuff is going to get real. So use tomorrow, the 5th, to get a handle on things, because on the 6th, right, the shit is really going to get real. And you will be in a position to discern a way to deal with it, right? So if you think about all the things that have been concerning you personally, not world events, we have no control over that. We can only send love and positive vibration.
That is a
but
big
what's
thing, though.
going on with you personally is going to get real, and you're going to need a solution, right? So if you've been back and forth about something, tomorrow prepare, and the next day start your resolution to that. Start your way of handling it, a plan, right? I'm going to have to execute a plan now. I've had plan A, plan B, plan C, but shit's going to get real, and I'm going to have to find a way to cope with this and to make it work for me. All right. Then on the 7th, Mercury trines Jupiter. However, Mercury is retrograde, and it's also going to go backwards past the sun. So it's going to be kind of considered behind the sun and not necessarily as powerful. However, Venus is at perfection with Neptune on that day. We're talking about the 7th. And more facts are going to be reported. So on the 7th, information comes in, reports comes in, facts come in, and we have to face these facts. No more hiding. We have to face these facts. And on the 8th, we do have some really good astrology on the 8th. We have the Moon, Venus, and Jupiter making a water grand trine. So this will help us deal with our emotional connection to everything that's going on. And it's literally a time of seed planting, right? You've discerned what you're going to do. You've found a way to deal with it. You've got a plan. You're going to execute. It's like planting the seed. You've now chosen what are you growing, and you've put it in the dirt, right? And actually, the 8th would be a fantastic day to plant if you wanted to plant seeds. Yeah. All right. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is just something that's so fascinating. And it's more stuff with the Al Ghul, don't lose your head stuff, right?
Tricky one.
Yeah, get ready. The other shoe's going to drop.
Or whole bleeding
get ready.
Closet full of shoes.
A whole other path is going to open. You're going to kick. You're going to get kicked through the doorway, whether you're ready or not.
Kicking or screaming, you're going through it.
Because we said that that Virgo eclipse was like having somebody hold your ankle, saying, "No, don't cross the threshold. Don't leave this space for the other space. Don't go. Oh, I have to hold on to you. Don't do it." And we said that was that time to get them off you and move forward. Well, now you're rocking and rolling in the other world here. And it's time to sew up the loose ends, take care of your shit.
Yeah,
okay.
Failure to launch is not an option here, frankly.
It's going to be between now and the beginning of April, when Mercury finally moves out of Pisces. This is our, take the reins. You can't be a passenger anymore.
No, you better get a grip with your knees as well on the saddle. I'm telling you, because the fire horse is going to take off like a bloody ruptured duck. So there is no going quietly here. There is no we'll just saunter along. If you think things were going quick, you ain't seen bloody nothing yet.
Everything is going to move into air and fire. We know that. Even Uranus is going to move into Gemini. Everything's going to move into air and fire, and air fuels the fire. And
don't expect to rise to the occasion. You need to have done your preparatory work, if that is a word I'm saying. We've been harping on it this long enough, guys. Come on.
All right, so here's something interesting, though. And we did talk a little bit about Al Ghul before. I'm not sure if we talked about it last week or if it was something we talked about in the Academy. But, third time's the charm kind of thing, right? So we said that in July 2024, we saw Al Ghul activated by Mars and Uranus square, and that went off in Trump's public speaking and Biden's service to others. We said that. And then we had a brief interlude again there in June, where we had the 12-day war.
Yeah, right? As if any war lasts 12 days.
Which we're really still seeing. But anyway, here's some interesting things about 3 leaders, all born during an eclipse. So our leader was born during a lunar eclipse, and that would have been a Sagittarius full moon, because it's a lunar eclipse. And he has Mars in Leo right on his ascendant. Netanyahu was born during a solar eclipse, so that's a new moon in Libra, and he's a Libra. And Khomeini was born during a solar eclipse, and he is indeed an Aries. Was. So we see this kind of Mars energy. Yeah, really interesting.
Who told you about the rule of the 7 Ps, Savannah? I thought that was like a squaddy thing. You know, prior planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. Yes. Keep going. 3 leaders. 1 lost their head. Literally.
Yeah. So far.
What's happening to the others?
So far, because we know that eclipse energy isn't just that one moment, though it can be. But we have the other end of these 2 eclipses in the fall. All right. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, it's you know, the weapon has been released. I mean, it depends on time to target, doesn't it? You know? And unfortunately, unless something intercepts it, the chain of events has already been, how should we say, initiated. And I don't think that some people, bless them, that ought to know better, have any idea of long-term consequences of their actions, especially if they've done exactly what we said do not do. You know, like pandering to your immediate needs. You know, I'll just do this without thought of long-term consequence.
So that's 6, Laura. Prior planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. Okay. I just want to get through this, and then you can yappity yap all you'd like.
7.
All right. She didn't write the word preparation.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Keep going.
So I found this to be fascinating. We know that Neptune and Saturn come together about every 40 years, but not ever in our lifetimes or in thousands of years at that inception point of 0 degrees Aries, so that must mean something. But during the Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Virgo, the Iranian government was created. And then during a Saturn-Neptune conjunction in the late 80s, the supreme leader died, and the new one came in. And now during this Saturn-Neptune conjunction, the leader was taken out again. It's very, very interesting. But again, we have to understand we have that Al Ghul in the mix. So I just think what's going to be coming down between now and the beginning of April is going to be intense. And we are going to be in this intense, crazy energy in this country until the 4th of July. There's Pluto return then. We're having people with Uranus returns that are leading our government. If
that's the appropriate word.
That are in charge. I don't know that they're really leading anything. All right. So that's just today's stuff. I'm just talking about this week. Mostly.
That's just 1 week.
I'll be back next week.
That's 1 week.
But holy crap, people.
I know, it's nuts. It's so nuts. It's like, it's almost like you can't make this shit up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, there's this adage of like, flood the zone. It's hard for people to, and the more people feel like they're completely out of control and buoyed along by events, but you are not. Never for 1 minute forget who the hell you are. Okay, and when your bold, mighty forces come to your aid, so remember the power of community. Remember to align your energy with those that want to do good.
Right. I think it was. I don't know who said it originally, but a problem halved. Right. A problem shared is a problem halved. So even if the other person you're speaking to is powerless to change anything for you, they can listen.
They can.
So, and sometimes just hearing yourself say it out loud to somebody else offers you an innovative way to deal. But we are all going to have to deal with some things, right? And, you know, I'll give like a small example and not to make your problems petty, because everybody has things going on we have no idea about. But,
True.
you've just filled your refrigerator with food and the electricity goes out. You have to figure out what you're going to do, right? So you either go and you get ice and you put it in the fridge and you keep the fridge shut. Or if it's cold, you decide how to secure your food outside. But you have to have a plan and you have to deal with it. If not, the food's going to rot. So we're in that place, again, where if we do absolutely nothing, nothing is going to happen, but we might not have our seed take root and grow. The seed might rot.
It's not nothing is going to happen. It's your failure to act on
you
what
could
needs to
really
be
go backwards or lose out or have something that's been looming become detrimental, and you don't want that to happen. You want to figure out a plan. How am I going to fix this, right? If I take no action, I'm going to lose the whole fridge full of food. It's going to rot. You have to, you're being pushed to take some kind of action unless you really don't care. And if you don't care, then it doesn't matter, I suppose.
Thank you, Jen, for the super chat. Guys, come on, we can do this. We can do this. It's going to help our channel grow. We need 3 more to make our goal, but if you want to bust that goal, that would be fantastic. So 4, 5, something like that. If we spectacularly bust it, this helps. I know, and it's not about the money. The amount doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I think I'll smudge. Yes. Okay.
Some days, Goldilocks, there is not enough smudge.
There's not enough smudge.
There is not enough smudge.
Sage.
Yeah, go smudge yourself.
Yep.
That might be an idea.
But yeah, no, you're not crazy, but you are probably going to be feeling quite pushed.
Yeah, and you are, and it is uncomfortable, because I know sometimes all we want to do is just sit our ass down, get a cup of tea and go, I don't want to play anymore. But that is not an option. You cannot not play. You could just sit there in your deck chair while the cannonballs explode around the deck around you if you want, but that's probably not the best way to handle this situation. It really isn't. Splashing around in the big old river in Egypt ain't going to fix the problem here.
All right, so if we had to pick 2 cards from the eclipse.
Oh, hey.
This is 12.
Yeah, okay. I'll hold it up in a second.
And the Empress, there you go.
Oh, thank you, Donna, for the super chat. That's perfect. That's good. We're all coming
Still
along.
Unsuccessful.
Meredith sent us one as well.
It keeps going black. Oh, my God.
I don't know. Don't blame me. I didn't break it.
So,
I've broken a lot of things, but I didn't break it.
This is the eclipse energy, right? So you're going to be all right. Our goal is complete. Thank you, Peggy.
One more though. Just bust it on top. Seriously, I'm not kidding. This makes a difference. Don't stop there.
Hey, and merry meet. I am still new to Wicca. Any advice? Yes. Read. It's behind you. Read this book.
Shameless plug. We're going to give a shameless plug, and guys, there's a lot of you on this channel who've read this book. Okay, how about telling this nice what is it? Jason? Hello, Jason. Welcome to our channel.
Oh God, thank you guys. Yeah. Samaj, thank you.
Thank you,
and thank you, Savannah, and thank you to Peggy and Meredith and everybody who's given super chats today.
It really does make a difference.
So
We're doing
if
our
you're
best.
new to Wicca and you want to know about it in great detail. This book is written simply, but it's not a simple book.
It is not. No, this will take you from knowing effectively nothing to having a pretty darn good grounding in the craft.
Simply Wicca.
You can go to simplywicca.com if you want, either with or without a dash. You can go to simplywicca.awarenessshop.com, and very, very, very shortly, I've been working my butt off, but I've been frustrated by the tormentors with an internet intertubes that are just not working. Yeah, we kind of like the craft. We're kind of attached to it. We are. And both Lisa and I have taken an oath to preserve the path for those that would follow. And Jason, welcome to the path. It's not an easy one, my friend.
Isn't it interesting that once we reach the super chat goal, they showed this video to Jason?
Yep.
This is what I'm saying.
Proof in point. See what I'm saying?
It's really interesting.
Proof in point here. So this we are trying to learn. And the other thing that I saw pop up the other day, if I can speak to it very, very briefly, on a video we put in the can, all right, you can do something called hyping it now. And hyping a video, especially if you have subscribed to the channel, I think you have to have subscribed to the channel to be able to hype it. I don't think you can hype it as somebody who isn't. I think they're trying to make it so that you've got to be a legit person, you know. If you hype the video, then yeah, you can't use bots. Is the thing. So many people like use bots.
Well, I don't know how to hype a video. I'm waiting to get the enlightenment of this.
There's a place certainly on my mobile. I don't know if this works the same way on the web or on a big screen TV, but there's a place if you're subscribed to the channel that you can actually hype a video, and it says hype, and they give the video points, and the more points it gets, it like pushes it up in the recognition kind of thing.
So I want to say something, Jason. If you go and explore our YouTube channel, you will find that we did Simply Wicca as a book club, and we read out loud and gave extra highlights and information for each of the chapters. So I'm not saying don't order the book, because you'll want to probably reference it when you're looking to do spell work or magic and look at different components for that. But if you want like a little mini course in Craft of the Wise, read the book along with our book club.
Or if you want a detailed course in Craft of the Wise, we run it every year. It starts in October or thereabouts, and it takes a year and a day to complete. And you can join in from anywhere. We do it via Zoom and in person, so you know, it's fun. It's more than fun.
Well, thank you guys. Look, everybody's saying, look. It's part of the chat spot. I've hyped your videos before.
Thank you, Shauna. You're awesome. You are. Appreciate that.
And thank you all for the wonderful, kind words. And that's what it's about. We want to help people. More and more people are looking for some sort of grounded, whatever. All right.
We're working to be a force for good. And you guys are part of our collective community to bring that about, and we've got to be that balancing thing. We have to be. There's so much nasty. Hello, Juniper. How are you?
Okay, so we're at 23 readings. Would you like me to do them?
I think you better make a start, because you know me. I've got verbal dysentery, and I'll be talking until next week.
You're more than welcome to if you feel
I'll
something.
Interject if
right.
need be.
If you feel something, that's fine.
But we'll let
if I do a minute a piece,
if
I do a minute a piece, we'll be here till 12:30.
We're still going to
go
be here
through
until
people's
whatever.
lunch hours.
It's all right. Hey, what's worse ways you can spend your day?
All right.
I got to go back and like some things as well. So.
All right. Yaf is first.
He was here before we were.
Yaf. This looks like it's going to be a very profitable time for you. Now, these are cards for a week. So there's something going on now that you may be able to work out into more what you're worth for certain jobs. So, it may not affect your big career, but it may affect sideline careers.
Interesting. We've got some weird stuff going on there, but I think that's just our screen, because it does say perfect. Who is this? We've got a new person.
Greetings.
Hello.
Thank you for showing up every week to share the knowledge. Quick question. If you could please share, what size is the obsidian ball on the table?
Now, have you ever played cricket? Because this is somewhat bigger than a cricket ball.
It's a gold sheen obsidian.
It's a fair bit of weight to it, I will tell you.
Well, she's saying inches wise, it's probably 5 inch.
Yeah, 4.5, 5 inches in diameter, I would suggest. Yeah, something like that. It's definitely bigger than a cricket ball.
No, of course, I have to get it back to
I was just looking at it. There's this.
Okay. Gilda.
So she's not selling it.
No, I'm not selling it.
Apparently we just had a little glitch, but it still says it's perfect. So we'll see how it goes. If we just go, the intertube's just fine. We'll keep going. It's all right. If there's a glitch.
Gilda, you're going to call upon your inner strength, and you're going to soothe things without aggression, right? So you know how sometimes when you get really, really angry, if you yell, people ignore you? This is like talking quieter and more direct in a way that makes a serious, serious impression. So I think that's my advice to you this week is slow down, don't yell, talk quietly and make sure people are paying attention. Lizette. Oh, this is the wish card.
We like this card.
I think for you, this is about like a relief of figuring out where you fit in, right? Sometimes we have several pieces of puzzles and we don't quite know how to put the puzzle together. And this, I guess the word he uses is like agency, right? Like you figure out where you fit in and what you've built, even though you might not have even noticed it was happening while you were building it. So this is like some sort of blessing or wish about figuring out where you belong, how you fit in.
I want to just add 2 seconds to that one as well, because this is also, it is not unsubstantiated wish as well. It is calculated. There's a deeper meaning to that card which we don't have time to go in today, but it's like it's been very much worked out. Not just like a blind wish, like, oh, wouldn't it be lovely if. It's like, here's my map, here's how I'm getting there, kind of thing. So it's like the idea of like the transitional phase from a wish into a plan.
All right, Peggy.
And that's where you're at.
Peggy. Pay close attention to information coming in. Sometimes we get overwhelmed if too much comes too fast, right? The zone is flooded and we only hear part of it. So if you have to write things down, if you have to record things, if you have to make notes, it's going to be an important time to really have everything at hand, fact-wise and information-wise. So pay close attention to what's being said, discussed, or any information that involves you in some way so that you can be on top of it. Anna Marie. Witchy Wonders, you got an obsidian scrying ball. Wait till you see the Crystal Club this month. The Crystal Club from...
it's a bit outlandish, I've seen it.
Is selenite.
Yeah, but you won't believe the selenite.
The $60 boxes have like $120 value this time. And I think the $30 ones have a $60 value because I got some really good deals. But it's all selenite, and there is a selenite ball in the big boxes. But you have to subscribe. It's a monthly thing.
Yeah, you can't just buy one of them.
But yeah, Witchy Wonders is all kinds of different things. But Crystal Club this month is really beautiful. All right. Anna Marie. Partnerships are of the utmost importance. Sometimes when we're working on ourselves, we forget how important we are to someone else. And this week is about kind of re-establishing that connection, right? Absolutely, we have to work on ourselves. If we don't have our cup full, we can't pour into somebody else's cup. But I think this week for you is going to be about re-establishing how to be a partner, or re-establishing that energy between people. All right. Oh, we can't.
She blew it.
I blew it for you, Anna. I'm sorry, but wait till you see it. It's just, they're such beautiful pieces. I did have Danny post a picture of some of the things that we have left over that we're selling. But we got slabs, and I mean, just, you're going to be really excited.
The picture doesn't do it justice until you see it in person. It's like, wow.
All right, Laura of the North. I love selenite. Ah, yes, pendants. Yep. Hey, there you go. It's all about selenite this month because we need that connection to that moon's energy. Selene, selenite, right? It's that fiber optic. Anyway, we try to
keep it relevant. You're very good at that.
All right.
She doesn't try. She does really well at it. I'm being like,
Laura of the North. Boop.
That doesn't suck
Oh,
either.
this looks like this new contract for you is going to go very, very well. Don't be afraid to sign a contract during a Mercury retrograde if you're finishing up old business.
Correct.
Just be careful to look at the contract, right? Look carefully. Again, does it work for you? All right, so I'll put her on the list too, or him.
I don't know. Let us know your name. We'd like to know who you are.
All right. I'll put you on the list as well.
Jordan Zero. Jordan Zero.
All right, that's low. All right, now Lisette had given a super chat for Ray. This is for Ray.
Hey Ray, how you doing?
Ray,
if you're watching.
I know you're Aquarian, and this word is going to be like a swear word to you. Because the word for this card is patience.
Ah, dear Lord.
Sometimes that's really, really hard. So, all this stuff is coming in, and you're used to just boom, 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 making decisions about it. What's happening now for everybody are decisions that are going to affect a section of life, right? Because there is that inception point and crossing Saturn. And Saturn says, what do you want to do for the next 28 years? So,
Kinda.
So let's try, and I'm really struggling with this too, because I'm used to just, that's my solution, that's what I'm going with. Be a little patient with yourself and go back over some things, that retrograde, right? Go back over some of the details before you act.
Revisit.
So patience is going to be really tough this week. You're going to want to know it all, you're going to want to know it now, and you're going to want to just fix it.
Ain't gonna work like that.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Patience, grasshopper.
Logan.
I don't do patience either, Ray. I understand entirely. We're both like that because she is a Leo ascendant. I'm a Leo as well. So we should take our own medicine, as if only.
All right, Logan, it's your turn, baby doll.
Hey, Logan, finally. Hello. For saying hello. Thank you. He was here ages ago.
His brain just exploded. So on point.
Sorry. We'll send you a plaster.
Gilda and I are both Aquarians as well, and we know that we have to talk lower and slower and more precisely. Or yeah.
There's a point though where that becomes quite threatening. I can say, being on the receiving end of it.
I'm just saying.
Sometimes,
unless you make a threat. And the thing with knowing the Aquarian
speak softly and carry a big stick.
It is not an empty threat. If an Aquarian threatens you, be careful.
The problem is the speak softly and carry a big stick is she knows how to use the bloody big stick.
All right, Logan. Logan, use this time away from your routine to really build your inner light, right? You are going to be kind of out of your comfort zone, let's say, but that doesn't mean you can't find comfort. So take those deep breaths, raise your vibration, think about who you really are and what you really can offer, right? So this is going to be a week of like slowing and meditating and reaching the inner self.
Can I add? I'm allowed a tiny.
Sure.
So Logan, I don't know what it is, but I really sense that you're amazingly internally conflicted at the moment, and that you are fighting yourself. Stop it! You can't win a fight with yourself. You cannot. Just do as Lisa says. Slow the F down. Okay. Take a moment to really focus on your meditative practice, and just cool your jets, calm yourself down, all right? Breathe, and things will become a lot clearer. I think you're like a dog chewing a wasp at the moment.
The Raymond Buckland Museum, well, that'll be interesting. Okay. All right, Susan. So please understand, Janelle, we are going to give you a card for your super chat.
But you got to wait.
But there's like 20 some odd people today. But
we'll
we're
get there. Just hang around because we ain't going nowhere.
Susan. Sometimes it's really hard to have to be the authority or to face authority. So for you, I think this is about some sort of boundaries, like who's in charge of this, who's in charge of that, and keeping an authority about that. Your word for this week is authority, whether it's facing an authority figure and how you deal with that, or whether it's you having to assert your authority and how you do that. But there's definitely this pressure of dealing with law or the laws between a contract. All right. Lots of deep breaths for everyone.
Hey, Rachel Newcomb's joined us again. See, hey, this is the start to show it to
Savannah
more peeps.
Sister.
Oh, hello, Savannah Sister.
All right. Sister, you have to say it that way.
Sister.
Jess.
I can't say it that way.
Jess, this is beautiful. This is raising your vibration. This is understanding ebbs and flows. And, we joke that only dead fish go with the flow. And, so long, Pisces, thanks for the fish. So whatever was unclear, whatever, huh?
That's Douglas Adams, so long and thanks for all the fish.
Right. Whatever was unclear or veiled, Aries is going to reveal. And yeah, you have to deal with that reality. But this card is the card of hope, meaning having only positive expectations. And this is for everybody to hear. You cannot manifest just by affirmation. You cannot manifest just by repeating something. You cannot manifest just by hoping for it. Because in the end, unless you raise your vibration, you are still giving into the negative and repelling what you want.
You're aligning with exactly what you don't want.
Open your heart, raise your vibration, F the tormentors, and figure out your way through it. And that's not just for Jess, but for everybody this week.
There is no avoiding. There is no going around. There is no skirting the issue. The only way to get to the other side of this is through it.
All right.
Seriously.
Jen Johnson. Ooh, my. All right. This is miscommunication. However, when we start to really look more deeply at this card, they're dressed in fire and water, right? Like fire, this kind of alchemy energy. And there's 22 drops of light, enlightenment. So even though there is this horrible chance for miscommunication and explosions, there's also an immense energy of healing and that alchemizing and transforming. I feel like you're going to get some answers instead of just confusion. So even though it might be that these answers are groundbreaking in a new direction, they can bring enlightenment and healing, but they might blow up what you thought you knew.
Am I allowed to throw in a tiny digression on that card? And it is a tiny one. Because
no longer than a minute.
Believe me, we'd spend probably the better part of 40-50 minutes on this card in our tarot class, because it is immense, the imagery on it. But the long and the short of it is, this is not the horrible negative card that a lot of people think it is. This is the falsehood collapsing under its own weight. It has to be knocked down. The bullshit has to go for the truth to come out, and it is, and it's going to come down forcefully. So just be aware of that. The falsehood will collapse under its own weight.
Charge those things, the alchemy. Yep. All right. So now I am on Savannah. I feel she's way down here.
I know, but Savannah's not down at all.
No,
I love Savannah.
No, she's not down in the row of cards. I said.
In the grand scheme of things, it's all nice.
Cause for celebration. So, again, everything is not all bad, right? You know what to look for in that Mercury retrograde. What comms, C-O-M, are you going to celebrate? Sometimes finding a solution and being given a way forward can bring so much relief that even though you haven't gotten to the end of it, you now know you have a solution. And I think that's what this week is about. A solution that you can celebrate, even though it may manifest a little later on.
It's okay. But, you know, it's good to know that there is a positive resolution, isn't it? That's good. You know, things are going to get resolved. So, and she says it's her favourite card.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Jen, for we always love positive feedback.
Kimberly.
Well, we like feedback of any kind, really.
Kimberly, oh my goodness, look at this.
Hey, that doesn't suck either.
I think it's been a long time since you've been able to truly find peace of mind. And I feel like this week, even though things have been pretty stressful, stuff is coming in dream time. And I think these resolutions are going to bring you great peace of mind. Because sometimes, and again, you know, we build this oversoul when we have these readings. Sometimes too much information and no way to figure out what to do can be very disruptive and very ungrounding. But I feel like finding the resolutions and facing things and dealing with them can bring great peace of mind. And I think that's what your week's going to be about.
Peace of mind. Don't underestimate that. It's a bloody good thing to have.
Okay. Oh, there's an...
Here we go.
Oh, I thought it was somebody new, but it's Rachel. Okay.
It's Rachel.
Meredith.
Oh, Rachel.
Meredith. Heritage is important for you. Thinking about your DNA and your makeup, and you know, by that I mean what you're made of, and your spiritual DNA, and maybe some sort of work that was part of a family of working. Maybe you're going to connect to spirit guides and guardians, but there's something that you've almost kind of inherited that you're going to let start to move forward, that you're going to open a space for, that I think will be very good for you, not just mind, body, spirit, but also financially.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, Juniper Starry. She said, wish you guys didn't live so far away from me. Well, you know, 2 words,
join the
or
academy.
it's 1 word with a hyphen, road trip. But if you really can't get there, join the bloody academy, because it's a fantastic community, and we're building it the whole time and doing more and more and more and more. So please, if you're not in the academy,
all right,
you might want to.
This is Bob.
Whispering Bob.
Anytime we see a moon on a card, we know the person is starting a new phase, and we can't tell what phase the moon is in. Right? It almost looks like a crone moon, but it looks like a full moon.
Figure it out.
Both of those are like nurturing and wise energies. And when we read in books about this card, it's called abandonment. But that is not true. This person knows that the last piece of what they're building is not where they are. They have to get out of their own way to go and find the solution. So you also may be working outside of your comfort zone, or being kind of forced to meet new people, or to talk to people you don't normally talk to. You've got to find this missing piece in order to enact that wisdom, in order to enact that nurturing. And you'll notice that the character is dressed in red, so this has to do with base chakra issues, security, living arrangements, and that kind of Saturn-y, what's the prisoner and what's not. So you've got to make a concerted effort to get out there and get what you need to fix this.
Thank you so much, Kimberly, for the super chat. You guys are awesome. I need to probably scroll back and say whatever. And Meredith says, I know this and I'm happy you're both part of this. Oh, and we're happy you're part of it too, Meredith. It's you know, it's wonderful when people find their tribe.
You don't have to go back. I've been looking at everything.
No, but I need to say thank you to the... Oh, I'm sorry, come on.
Don't screw us up.
I'm not going to screw anything up. I just need to use just 2 fingers. But there's some super chats I didn't go thank you on.
I don't think so.
I know so. I know.
Okay.
I know. I got to go these guys because they're just awesome.
If you don't love them, then...
Yeah, no, it's me. I've got to do my part of the bargain as well. Keep going. You can talk to the next person.
It's not distracting at all.
Well, you don't look here. Look at your
cards.
Don't
look here. Don't look at what I'm doing.
Ignore me. Ignore the man behind the curtain.
I wish I could ignore him sometimes, but... I have Carol's card in my hand, and I'll get it out in a second. Carol. Oh, my goodness.
Harumph-mino.
Carol the Virgo, who just had that Virgo full moon and that eclipse, and this is the doorway. So something is changing and shifting for you in very, very positive ways. Just look at her. She's dancing with delight. So I think for you... I know I said affirmations alone don't do it, but I think for you, every morning, just say, you know, I deserve happiness. I deserve whatever it is, and feel your energy lifting up to that, right? Think of things that you love and fill yourself with that energy, raise your vibration, and I think this week is going to be a very huge positive shift of something, like something really opening up, and all good things happening in all good ways.
Oh yeah, I love it, Carol, when I see that mischievous little sparkle in your eyes. You know, have more of that. You know, you're such a lovely, lovely person, and it's okay to have fun, because I think, you know, it heals. Humor heals, and it sets you up for the day. You know, if you can find a smile in something, it really does set you up for the day. So I know there's so much pooping on our bonfire right now, peeing on our bonfire, but it's, you know, I refer you back to what we said at the start of the broadcast. You know, it's purposeful. It's to bring our zeitgeist down. You know, the zeitgeist down, not just ours. It's you know, the negative feeds on the negative. So let's not feed the negative.
There is a lot going on.
Do not feed the trolls.
Yep,
you know
there is a lot going on, and we have to be sure not to give the poo-poo stuff anymore.
No,
fodder.
feed the good. Laugh, dance like nobody's watching. I have to.
This is Lori H. All right, so this is Lorih, Lori H.
Another Lori.
Oh, this is a very good card.
It doesn't suck.
This is like an ending and a new beginning. So 10s are 1s. In order for a 1 to happen, as a 10, a journey has to be completed.
That's
right?
cool.
So, like, just if it was a 1, that's something new starting. But a 10-1 is a completion of something and the ability to start something new. And again, I get this feeling of fitting in and understanding how important you are to the people around you. Sometimes we do an awful lot for a lot of people without any recognition, and we have to kind of go into ourselves to find that that respect or recognition for the work that we do. But for you, Lori, this week, I think you're going to be on the receiving end of other people letting you know how important you are to them, and a new cycle will begin.
I love that. Samaj says laughter is best in the face of fear. It makes it feel uncomfortable and off kilter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you're going to threaten me? All right. Donna. Oh, Donna. Moon. So new phase.
Procrastination.
Something may have been troubling you for a while, and you've kind of been on the fence about it, right? Like sometimes we make our list of pros and cons, and especially while everything has been dancing through Pisces, it's made things that little bit of, a little misty, right? And And when you look at your lists, there might be equal. Like there's just as many pros as there are cons. And then on the other side of it, there's just as many cons as there are pros. And it's been really keeping you in that space of the liminal that we've been talking about. You're not really in, you're not really out, but you're both.
It's interesting that she's on the shoreline on this as well.
I think that this week you're going to have to choose, as difficult as it is.
Choose you must.
And once you get on that new path with the choice, don't look back, right? Again, I don't know if you were here when I said sometimes we don't know if the choice is right or not until we make it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have faith in you that you'll make the right choice.
And let me just say, Donna, as well, you know, the words of the great prophet Led Zeppelin, there may be two paths you can go by, but you can always change the road you're on. So don't feel like, you know, oh no, I've completely screwed everything up if I make the wrong decision. You've got to decide, because inaction or indecision here is not going to serve you. Things will get past you and come out of your control faster than you can say whatever.
No, this was Lori, Lori, Hef something. I wrote
Hefner or something like that.
All right.
I'm sorry if we've screwed up your name.
This card is for Anna B. Cancerian Anna B. Victory.
Does not suck.
All right, there's some really positive news coming for you that lets you know you are doing it right. A victory is coming. And there is that end of the siege, right? Remember this guy, there's a hidden warrior, right? There's 6 staffs and only 5 visible warriors. So that hidden warrior, or your purposely kept hidden agenda is going to win out. And you are going to feel a real deep sense of victory.
Oh my goodness. Well, we've got 2 more people showed up. Hey, better late than never. Hello, Helena, and hello, Courtney, and thank you so much for the super chat. We just love you guys.
All right, so I'm keeping moving.
You better keep on. Keep on. We're going to be here till Tuesday at this rate, I'm telling you.
This is like 30 readings. Okay.
It's okay.
This
is
for Kaylee. Kaylee.
Oh, they're just not legit. Can we make that chat rate go past 10? That'd be good. You're doing great, you guys. Keep going.
Kaylee, all is not lost unless we walk away and lose it, right? I think this is something's going on for you that's quite serious. And sometimes we think something is over and finished, but we don't take the time to see if we can resurrect it, right? And I'm not saying that anybody's going to die, but I'm going to use this as an example, right? That
cheery sort.
No, it's because it's that serious, okay?
Okay, I'll shut up.
I wish you would just let me get a sentence out. You come upon somebody who is on the ground, and you take their pulse, and they don't have one. And the way to make it better is call 911 and start CPR.
Just leave your phone on the ground, seriously.
Right?
That's true practical advice.
But the person who just says, well, there's nothing I can do, I might as well call the coroner, that's the end of it. So something that you might have thought was out of your reach or done and dusted or nothing you could do about it, that is not the case. What action you take is the decision of whether it is dead or not, right? You can put more effort in and resurrect this and make it good again. You can get those swords out. But if you're just like, call the coroner, then that's the decision you've made. So again, I'm not saying somebody's actually physically going to die. I'm not predicting that. But I'm saying something that you might not want to just give up on can be resurrected. All right. Taylor. Boom, boom, boom. Taylor. Oh, the Scorpio card. I know that all those things that have been going through your Scorpio energy by trining it, right? Now you're going to have those things in Aries, and you're going to have that Mars connection to them. So I just think that things are going to really, really, really start to shift. And sometimes we let our old habits identify with us too much, right? We wear those labels from those old things, right? I'm in pain, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I have this issue. And when you claim that baggage, it hangs on. But I feel like this week for you is steps moving away from those labels that are no longer your labels or your baggage. More chatting.
Taylor liked my quote, apparently. I think she's on about the two paths you can go by. It's probably right. It's interesting to note how far some people are behind it. It's all
quoting
just
your
like,
favorite band.
Yeah, no, I said when I said the
Led
great
Zeppelin.
prophet Led Zeppelin, you know.
Okay.
That's
all right. Goldilocks, it's finally
I'm
your
Bob
turn.
Plant, buy me a bit.
Goldilocks. Goldilocks. Taking past information and using it to move forward. Now, I obviously don't know you, and you've probably gone to bed by now because you've been waiting a long time.
I'm sorry.
But if you go back in the morning and look at this, it could even be some sort of past life remembering that is going to serve you. And there's some sort of higher knowledge or breakthrough into understanding another culture or another perspective. And I feel like this is going to be a big, big success for you. So take what, I just told Taylor, don't hang on to the past, but I'm telling you, Goldilocks, past experiences will help you accelerate forward movement.
Ancestral wisdom is an amazing thing. It really is, we sometimes forget that. And it's, I don't know, I mean, I'm just going to pull this out and she's going to beat the chuff out of me, but such is life. You can watch a good fist fight later.
Keep talking.
I'm going to keep talking. So for me, and this is just me, your mileage probably will vary, but there's only 3 cards in the deck with 3 pyramids on them. Whenever they pop up, they're all in the court of the suit of wands, but whenever they pop up, this to me indicates I'm talking to an old soul, or there's an old soul mix in this here. And I think somehow Goldilocks that, and I hope you are still watching, this is very much about your innate wisdom that somehow you don't know why you know, but it's inside you. Connect with that. It's really important. Okay, right. I'll shut up now.
Sean,
please move on. Hello, Sean. How you doing? Thanks for being so bloody patient.
Sean, deep. This is a time of deep, right? Jupiter in Cancer is going to help you. And those trines that I talked about, and the things that are happening between the Sun and Jupiter. But I think this is a serious week for you to look at where you're headed, where you've come from, and the importance of different levels of relationships with different people. So this is the Scorpio card. But what I think it means for you is latching connections, right? Securing connections and making it clear in your mind who is in your corner and who is not in your corner, right? And then feeling the energy of your tribe to help you do the deep stuff. Deep week for you, I think.
That doesn't mean it's bad. It's just deep. I'm thinking that people just got hit with an unskippable advert because Sister Rachel would like a card as well. So Thank you for the other super chat. You guys are super generous today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But you really are helping us. And I apologise if you've just been hit with an unskippable ad, which I think you have, because I've seen our view count has just been decimated. So I think everybody's, but you know, you'll come back eventually. We'll keep talking.
Eva. Doing two things very well. Sometimes this card is about work and studying, and sometimes this is about a full-time and a part-time job, or sometimes this is about, like, you know, being involved in something that takes a lot of your energy, but also still having to keep a roof over your head and letting that take a lot of your energy. But the thing I really love about this card is it's saying this person can do it. They can multitask by breaking things down or understanding due dates or being present with whatever they're doing, right? And if you're working one job, you're present in that job. And then if you're at school, you're present in your schoolwork. One doesn't eclipse the other or interfere with the other, and you're able to get both done. So I think this is going to be a really, really good week for you of accomplishments.
Yeah, time slice multitasking. Do one thing at once and give it your full attention.
Juniper, same shit, different day. All right?
Oh dear.
You have to remind people of boundaries, right? I will help you, but I will not do this for you. I will give you some advice, but I will not do this for you. So maybe this has to do with clients or something who have become codependent. I don't know. But it's time to remind people of the rules again, right? A kind of like harking back to Susan's card of authority, right? Time to be a little more authoritative and remind people of the boundaries that are set.
Mm-hmm. This is what you asked me to do. This is what I'm not going to do. Okay.
All right. Janelle.
That's Janelle. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we have a name for Janelle then.
Same, she's different day, fits perfect. Haha. All right. So Janelle was Jordan. You said tell us who you are.
Yeah. Thank you, Janelle. Thank you for sharing your name. Appreciate that. We love to know who everybody is.
All right. If you think things have been accelerated so far, this week is going to go by like a day. You'll be back here next Wednesday thinking that it's only been 24 hours, but it'll already have been a week. And this month is going to go by like a week. You'll be back here in a few weeks thinking, it's only been a week. How could this month be over? Right? So for you, time is extremely accelerated. I don't know if maybe you're Pisces or Aries or have that part of your chart being extremely active. But I think you're going to have to really kind of catch the things that are trying to fly by you and figure out how to deal. Things are going to go very, very quickly. Don't get overwhelmed. Make a plan. All right.
Your zone will be flooded, I'm afraid.
Helena.
Hey, that don't suck.
Who is telling the truth and who is not? What is real and what is an illusion is going to be the deal this week, right? You have to use that inner strength, right? This is the Leo card, right? You see her. You have to use your inner strength to figure out who's telling the truth and who is not, and how you're going to use that information once you figure it out. But stay calm, collected, right? She's seated in that throne, and use your powers of discernment. Use your powers of understanding deception, and use your strength to come out on top.
Thank you for doing this. You're doing much better than I could possibly do.
Courtney. Courtney.
The time of light.
A song just came into my head, but it's part of a song from, I think, Guru Ganesh. In the light of my soul, I am happy and whole.
I love it.
Right? So we know that inception point, that 0 degrees Aries, is the spark and the start. And we know that this guy brings that spark to the people. So there's something going on this week, I think, that's going to illuminate who you are to yourself, and then you can share that with others, right? In the light of my soul, I am happy and whole.
What a lovely sentiment.
So there's just an energy of grounding and connecting and letting the roots go deep, right? This card is Capricorn ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is that living arrangements and placement and comfort of the self. And I think this is going to be a really good week for you.
It's almost initiatory, isn't it?
Yeah,
but it's a good initiatory. It's a good, like, realization, I think, of who you are and how much you do matter, you know, especially to yourself. And I think that's the key, you know. That is the key.
Rachel.
Hey.
Ooh, spin it again. We can be up, we can be down. We can be up, we can be down. And we can do that all in the same minute. But it is called the Wheel of Fortune. And sometimes I think it should have been called the Wheel of Change, right? Because by understanding the things on this card, we can make changes, right? By petitioning the angelic realm, we can get information and make changes. By allowing the wheel to turn, we move into the next section. So I think that's where you're at right now. The wheel is working on turning to the next section, right? So we can see we're moving here from winter into spring. And, you know, winter doesn't want to give up, but spring really wants to come. So something that has been maybe a normal or a given or a habit wants to change, and a new normal or a new given wants to happen. So you're in that time of shifting, right? And speaking of shifting, when you shift a car and it's between gears, it's in neutral.
It is.
It's not in that gear anymore, and it's not in the next gear. So again, there's this, you know, I want to get moving, but right now I'm just floating. So have a think about how you want things to be, and be ready to face the facts of making that happen.
Not many people can drive a stick, though. It's true.
All right.
We're there, aren't we?
This is Card of the Week.
Card of the Week already. Oh my goodness. Thank you everybody for sticking with us and being super patient. I'm sorry if you got an unskippable ad, because I see our numbers coming back up now.
Card of the Week.
Aha,
you are
perception.
only the prisoner if you believe you are the prisoner.
And didn't
right?
we
so
start
we'll
the whole
end
thing with that?
We'll end where we began.
Yeah.
What is real and what is not, right? Neptune and Saturn working together. Everything is real. Nothing is real. Together, what is real and what is not? What am I going to do with this information? What do I believe? Do I believe I'm stuck here and I'm isolated and I can't see and I'm going to live the rest of my life blindfolded and cold with my back against the wall? Or do you believe you could scooch in a little bit and that would fall off and then your hand would be free and you could take the blindfold off and you could move forward? All right?
She's not wrong.
You are only a prisoner if you believe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't subscribe to the negativity, you know? Yeah, on the face of it, that card looks crappy, doesn't it? But that's the perception that the evil in this world wants you to have, that you are devoid of agency, that you are devoid of any kind of personal power, that you are unable to affect any kind of change. It's all BS.
Yep.
Have no truck with it.
I can also drive a stick, Anna.
Rather well, actually. Rather well. It was hilarious when she first came over, when we were first getting together. And
I had my 89 Mustang.
And then she's like, because I didn't realise this, because we drive on the opposite side of the road in the UK. And so we have right-hand drive cars, which means you have to change gear with your left. And it's easy when you've learnt with your left to change with your left, but if you're right-handed and want to change gear with your left, it's like you're trying to make your brain go backwards.
You keep thinking that that first is reverse and reverse is first because you're with your opposite hand and you want that to be closest to you, and it's a mess. But anyway, thank you all very, very much. And thank you for doing your part so that we get shown to more people.
Yes, you guys have really helped today.
And we do have the power. Love is the answer. Maybe you don't have enough crystals to make a grid, but you probably have a piece of rose quartz somewhere.
Yep,
use it to connect and raise your vibration.
Absolutely. You guys have been fantastic today. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for telling your friends all about us. If you feel like sharing this broadcast, please do. It will help us tremendously. We're doing our best to be a force for good, to try and bring about a bit of light in this void of
incredibly
darkness.
Difficult time.
And it is hard. It is hard. Anything that you focus on now, you look at the news, the social media.
But think about the energy and the beautiful people in this community.
Yes.
And when we come together in like mind and build love and peace. Love and peace is what's going to happen. So we really are being called upon right now to hold the light.
If only you're brave enough.
Yeah.
If only you can see it. All right, guys. You are just bloody awesome. We love you guys. Thank you so much for
thank you
being with us today. Gosh, that was nearly 2 hours that we've been doing this. That was, but we don't mind if we haven't got to go tearing off somewhere, which sometimes we have to. Unfortunately, we still have a muggle life to do.
Don't let the bastards get you down. Exactly.
Yes, that's one way of looking at it. Nearly the gata carborundum, as they say in Latin.
All right.
So,
peace and blessings to you all. Thank you so much.
Be well, and we'll see you next time.
Soon.
If you haven't hit that notification bell or subscribe to us yet, do that.
And think about joining the Academy. There's a ton of really good meditations up there.
Yes. Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
We love you guys. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you soon. Take care. And hopefully Lisa will do another morning chat soon as well, because people like them.
Pressure's on.
People like them. They do like them.
There's a really good one, a morning chat about angels that could be very helpful too.
Hello. All right then.
All right. Bye.
Bye. We've got to go. All right. Take care. Have a good one.